and welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. Today, I'm going to take a look at Legacy of You. This is a solo game with a campaign included, as it says right there. It's from Renegade Game Studios. The designer is Shim Phillips. Let's take a look at the back of the box. This is a very hot game right now. A lot of press on this. This was highly anticipated because it is a solo-only game, and people were wanting to see what it had in store here. You can see all the components. It has quite a bit there. You see the layout. You're going to have a board. You're going to have cards. You're going to have some meeples and the like up here. It's for one player, ages 14 plus, 60 minutes of playtime. Legacy of You is a solo-only, fully resettable, non-linear campaign game in which you step into the role of a legendary hero of the Xia Dynasty, or Xia Dynasty. You the Great. It will be your job to build the canals ahead of the impending flood, while also defending your growing settlement against neighboring barbarian tribes. With each game, stories will be shared and new gameplay elements added. The game features a self-balancing system which adapts to how well you are doing. The campaign ends once either you win or lose 7 games. The story. During the reign of the Emperor Yao, the people of ancient China were constantly plagued by deadly floods along the Yellow River. Eager to put an end to the devastation, Yao selected Gun, one of his officials, to devise a plan. After 9 years of failed attempts using dams and dikes, Gun's employment came to an unquestionable end. After his passing, Yu inherited his father's work. Learning from Gun's failures, Yu set out to construct a series of canals to direct the surging river into nearby fields and smaller waterways. So, that's interesting. This is a legacy, this is a hero, but you're talking about building canals. So, should be interesting to see how this translates into a rich and narrative gameplay. Let's get inside the box and see what we have here. As you can see it on the side of the box there, it's one player, ages 14 plus, and 60 minutes. Nice looking box here. Small square box, not small, but not huge, not your typical huge square Eurogame box. Decent thickness here, and it's pretty decent width and decent thickness of the box. Good contents there. Here's a catalog for Foxtrot and Renegade games here, the Renegade family games. So you can see some of that. Here are the rules, which are 16 pages, and on the back here you have your iconography. You have your round structure, harvest. What is that there? Take actions, return, barge if used, shuffle attacks, and refresh card row. So there you have that. Like the icons there. So see what we have here. You have the introduction and the campaign. You have your components, which looks like you're going to have town folks cards, barbarian cards, victory cards, defeat cards, hut cards, canal cards, and story deck. You've got meeples here for workers, farms, outposts, huts, and cowrie shells, clay, wood, and provisions, one barge and one flood. You have a storybook, and you have a board. Whoa. Sorry about that. Got a little bit of flood going on there. Important, do not look through the storybook or story deck. Be careful to shuffle the story deck. So, a question on how much replayability there is if you've gone through the entire storybook. Here's setup, campaign game setup. A couple pages of that. Round structure. We saw that on the back there. You have harvest, take action, return barge if used, suffer attacks, and refresh card row. Here's the harvest section. So this is going to be some resource management in this game. Here's take action. A couple pages of that. 3 pages, 4 pages. A lot of stuff on take actions. That's going to be the primary phase. Another page. Here's the return barge and suffer attacks. Here's the refresh card row. And here is end of game. Here's between games and resetting the game. So it doesn't look that overly complex. Here is the storybook, and it says not to look through this. Open only when instructed to. So we will not do that. Let's do this just quick. There you go. You saw some of it there. We have some counters to punch out here. Looks like some of the provisions and cowrie shells. So this is some counters for resources. Here is the board. Mounted board, nice mounted board, not too big. There it is there. A lot of icons on there, so you're gonna have to learn the symbols. Single-sided, but nice mounted board. Ooh, nice, we have a tray here. So we have some meeples, bags of meeples. Let's unbag these bad boys. Let's see what we have here. Here's some of the workers in different colors. Here are some resources, I would imagine. Here is the barge, the flood, and then some of your buildings like huts and stuff. Then we have deck. So this is where the story deck's going to go. I think this is the story deck. So I think this is where the story deck's going to go. You have townsfolk's cards, barbarian cards, huts and canals, other setup cards, victory and defeat cards. Let's see if you can see that there. And then history. That might be what you put back in to reset the game, maybe. Kind of interesting, so that you have a see-through tray and it shows you where everything goes. Sorry for the glare there. That's kind of a different way of doing things. So, for example, I guess the huts, like the flood and barge, go here. Buildings go here. And then we've got, I imagine all the workers go with the barge, so the workers go here. There we go. And then we have the resources go here. Whoops. Gotta kind of look where that goes there. So looks like wood goes here. Whoops, uh-oh. I was afraid of that. There we go. And then, of course, these punch outs. Go here. You get to see me set up the game here. Well, not set up, but punch out the game. There you go. So now we look at the cards here. So let's see if there's a strip on here. Looks like there is. A little bit of a strip, maybe. Or maybe not. I thought there was. Sometimes these are hard to get started here. There we go. Got it started. Let's see what we got here in cards. Cards are not really a linen finish there. Maybe a little bit of a linen finish. See, I don't know what's what, so I don't know where to put these things at. So, got some of these cards here. Don't know what they are, so I'm not going to be very good. Let's look at the backs here. These are dual-sided here. Nope, no, they're not dual-sided. So we have all those. Now you've got me interested. I need to look at the rules here and see what we have for. Oh. Of course, everything falls out at the same time. Let's see what cards we have here. So we got townsfolk cards. So these are the townsfolk cards right here. That's the town folks back. But it doesn't look like there's that. Doesn't look like that you need that many for the townsfolk's cards. What do we got here? We've got the barbarian cards here. There's your barbarian cards. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to sleeve these. Not sure what these are. These are hut cards. These are defeat cards. These are victory cards. We have victory and defeat. Okay. These are canal cards. So the canal cards go with the hut cards. Huts and canals. Put those in there. Then let's see what we have in here for these. It's a little interesting system there with the see-through tray. I've seen trays marked before, you know, so that you can see where stuff is supposed to go. But I've seen like labels to put on stuff, but I don't know if I've ever recall seeing a see-through tray. It's pretty interesting way of doing it. All right, I don't know what all these, they've got all kinds of different things in here. I wonder if there is, so there's all kinds of a different facts here. So I'm gonna have to put this together or set this up later, because I wonder why these are all mixed. And there's 71 storybook cards. Well, I don't see the are these the storybook cards? Maybe these are maybe all these are the storybook cards. So maybe I'm not supposed to look at those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 71. These are the storybook cards. So those, I guess, are going to be put into these other decks over time. Maybe that's why you have some extra space in here, because these will get some extra cards over time. Then you have your history. I guess that's where you kind of store stuff as you are going through it. So anyway, that is Legacy of You. This is relatively recent release, so if you have already played this, love to know your thoughts on it. I've seen a little bit of gameplay on it, but not enough to be conversant in it. It looked interesting to me. It's solo play. It's has a theme, at least, of ancient China. So, for those who watch my channel, my wife is originally from China. So I try to find things with those themes for my interest, but also for my family's interest, because, you know, our 3 kids, they like keeping up with some of these themes as well. Anyway, so that's what I have for you today. If you have any comments on this, please let me know. I think I've got it all ready in the box, so now I just need to pull it out and set it up. So love to know your thoughts on it. Love to know what you think. This looks interesting, and I'm anxious to set this up and get it played, or at least starting to play. And hopefully I'll have some victories, or at least more victories than defeat. Thanks all. Take care. Thanks for watching.